Hi, y'all. My name is Nate Halson, and I'm here with Caitlin Tormey. We're youth services librarians with the Sacramento Public Library. Thanks for joining us. We've developed a series of online presentations to showcase some of the ways the library can support you virtually. Be sure to check out our other videos on our YouTube feed. Today, we want to spotlight virtual resources that highlight nonfiction and informational content. To start it off, I'm going to kick it over to you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Nate. So I will kick things off by showing you Truthflix, a virtual resource that allows kids to watch, read, explore, and find the truth. So we'll navigate from the library's homepage. We're going to click on Education. Underneath Students and Educators, Homework Help. And then we'll scroll down to All Homework Resources. And then scroll down just a touch, and here we are, Trueflix. So because I'm logged in on a library computer, it'll automatically open the site. For those of you at home or in a classroom, you're going to have to type in your library card number first. So here we are on Trueflix. Topics offered here are numerous: disasters, extreme science, biographies, US government, westward expansion, oof, so much. Let's check one of them out. I think I will select my United States, since oftentimes students will have to do a state report project, something like that. So here we go, my United States, and we'll click on the best state of them all. All right, so the composition of each of these topic title pages offers several options. You can watch it. It's a possible presentation for your students. It's kind of like a movie trailer, and it will incite the students to read the book. And under the Read It option, you can read a book from Scholastic's True Book series. The reading level for these titles is intended for younger elementary students, probably between the grades of 3 to 5. And so students can even have the book read to them. The Read to Me option can be activated to hear the text read out loud, word by word, and placing the cursor over highlighted words will display its definition. So super nifty. Explore the Web offers related websites to click for editorially selected age-appropriate web links. And this is really great for younger students so they don't have to muck through the scary internet. These are all safe and academic resources. And then another extraordinary aspect of Trueflix is that every book on this site offers a lesson plan. There's that green star. When you select the lesson plan, you're going to get a ton of information. It's pretty overwhelming, but it's really useful for each one of these titles. All right. And you can also see that you can connect it with your curriculum correlations. And one more thing, one last highlight. Trueflix is compatible with Google Classrooms. So Google Classrooms allows educators to create assignments and other activities that incorporate Trueflix and Trueflix articles and media. So it's right up here, the little icon for Google. All right, so I could go on and on about Trueflix, but Nate, what do you have to talk about?
Oh my goodness, I'm going to try and supplement that with a database that we use when students come into the library asking for a biography. It seems to be really common that a number of students will do biography reports, or maybe during a social studies report, they will ask to read about a certain famous figure in order to supplement their research. So in order to help them, we usually suggest that they check out a biography database as well as the books that we have on offer. And this time around, I think it's going to be really important that they have the opportunity to access this from home. So like Caitlin did with Trueflix, from our library website, www.saclibrary.org, you'll click on the Education tab right here. Under Education, you'll see various topics. One in particular that's important to us is Students and Educators. Below the Students and Educators heading, you'll see Homework Help. much like Caitlin did for Trueflix. This website has a wealth of information for your students and yourself. We're going to access the all homework resources hyperlink right here that will take us to all sorts of different online virtual databases that can support your students' learning. Today we'll scroll down. It's nice that there are some subject headings here. So all subject, these are general information databases, news, research databases, student resources like Trueflix. And below that, you see right here, biography in this bold green print. This is where you can easily find a biography without even leaving home. Seems ideal right now, without even leaving home. It'll take us to what is called Gale in Context. This dashboard right here shows you more or less what you need to know about this website. You can search in the name of a historical figure, contemporary or otherwise, into the search bar right here, and you'll be able to access information about them for varying ages of students, younger and older alike. Below here, we see a people of interest runner right here, which is really rad. This is periodically updated. John Lewis is, of course, featured today. There are other people, if you scroll through here, there's Alice Paul, who's a women's right to vote activist, and after Alice Paul, Patrisse Cullors from the Black Lives Matter movements. You'll see there are contemporary figures mixed with some figures who lived long ago. Going down here, if your student is asked simply to find a famous person to write about, they can come down to these headers and select something that is interesting to them, including actors, contemporary world leaders, artists, African Americans, environmentalists, military figures. You'll see that there's a lot there for them to explore if they're not sure where to start. In order to show you the sort of information that's available when you find the figure you'd like to study, I'm going to pick Malala here under Social Reformers. So we'll click on Malala's name, and this will take us to her webpage, basically here within Gale in Context biography. You'll see some quick facts like when she was born, her nationality and occupation, a quick sort of overview of her life and events within her life here at the top. Scrolling down on this page, what I like about it, in contrast to Trueflix, in which you can also find biography books, here you'll be able to expand the research out beyond your traditional book biography. Although those are still available here on the right-hand side. You can see some standard biography write-ups with varying Lexile numbers, so they get harder and more difficult depending upon where your student is in their education. We'll scroll down a little bit to show you the different kinds of things that a student can look at here. Contemporary figures, you'll find images, you'll find videos if that person has video shot about them. Audio, which is really rad, your student can listen to the person that is being studied, especially if it's a more contemporary figure. Magazine articles are really rad. They're full of colored imagery. Sometimes the way they're written is entertaining for a child. You'll see here even contemporary pieces like a story about Malala and her father from the Hollywood Reporter early last year. Newspaper options, so here the Daily Mail has a piece about Malala from June 20th of this year. Another one right here from Globe and Mail out of Canada, June 20th of this year. So you'll see contemporary pieces here for your student to access and read about that go beyond the traditional book. But if that's what they need, let's click on this Malala resource right here. You'll see that they can save this to the Google Drive if that's something they'd like to do, if this is really what they need for their classroom assignment. You can get translation options, font size options. You can hear it digitally read if that's something your student would need or like. Here we see the Lexile measurement as well. And this is the basic overview here. It's like a biography, a digitalized biography with other articles that they can go check out outside of the library's database. And importantly, a citation down here for them to use if they're working on their school project. So this is Gale in Context biography, which is a database your students can access and use to help them supplement a social studies project or if they're doing a famous person or biography report. Okay, so that's all the content we have for you today. If a question comes to you outside of watching this video, you can always go to the library's website, saclibrary.org, and click on the Contact tab here at the top in the center. When you click on that tab, you'll see a couple of different ways to get in touch with us. If you have a question about a research database, you can always call our information line or send an email to the library, indicate what your research project is, and we'll try and answer it as quickly as possible. You can also click on our live chat now right here and speak with a library staff member instantly. to see if you can get your question answered. Okay, well, thank you all for joining us today. I think for Caitlin and myself, we are happy that you were able to take the time to spend with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.